to talk to LaTisha Gasaway-Paul, who's the president of the 2025 Scotland Juneteenth Heritage Festival. LaTisha, are you there? How are you?
How are you?
I'm well. So I understand we have a little video to see. So we're going to take a look at that, and I'll be right back with you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Okie doke.
I'm so honored to join all of you gathered this week to celebrate the 2025 Scotland Juneteenth Heritage Festival. The story of the Scotland community is a story of pride and perseverance, of steadfastness and strength. As one of the D.C. area's first settlements founded by formerly enslaved individuals, Scotland has produced generations of leaders and shown what the true spirit of community looks like. In good times and bad, its residents stand up and show up for one another and for what you share. This has never been more evident than in the aftermath of the 2019 flood that damaged the Scotland AME Zion Church, when the community rallied together to restore this important hub built by the hands of your ancestors. And I'm glad that proceeds from the festival will go to support the church, as well as other organizations doing good work across Montgomery County. I want to thank LaTisha Gasaway-Paul, the Scotland Juneteenth Foundation, and everyone making this week-long celebration of Black history and heritage possible. Juneteenth is not only a remembrance, but a reminder that the journey toward freedom, equality, and justice requires our constant vigilance. We all have to do our part, and I'm grateful to all of you for your efforts and your example. All my best wishes for a wonderful and successful festival.
So LaTisha, your time is up. President Clinton took up all your time. So no, I'm just kidding.
He did a wonderful job.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So you are the president of the Scotland 2025 Scotland Juneteenth Heritage Festival. Tell us, I mean, folks may have read the article in the Informer, but tell us a little bit about the celebration and why it was established.
Exactly what it is. It's a celebration. It was established to help bring awareness to Scotland AME Zion Church and the Scotland community. It's a fundraiser. And we raised funds with the Second Century Project because of the flood that we had. But the doors of the Scotland AME Zion Church are now open, and we're still having the Scotland Juneteenth Heritage Festival. It's a fundraiser, so we support the Scotland AME Zion Church to keep that uplift, and along with other nonprofit organizations that support the Black community in Montgomery County.
Thank you. Okay, that was part of what I wanted to know, because I know a lot of people may have known about what happened, but I want you to kind of give us a little history here, because I'm not able to provide it at this point, but you're here, so you can do that. Tell us, about the Scotland AME Church, its legacy, historical legacy, and actually what happened.
Well, Scotland AME Zion Church, where everybody is somebody and Jesus Christ is Lord. So Scotland AME Zion Church was established in 1905, and then my ancestors built it by hand in 1924. But what happened was,
and this is in Montgomery County. What part
this
of
Montgomery? This is Montgomery County, Maryland, and up in Potomac.
In Potomac, okay.
Potomac. So, and what happened was a road was moved, and it caused a flood when rain hit the road. That backfired into the basement of our church, and it caused a flood. Now, my church was there before this road, so that's a whole nother a long story, and we won't get into all of that today. However, we fixed a lot of things. We have a long way to go, but it caused a flood, and because of the flood, we were not able to go into our church, and we had to raise money to get back and restore it, is what we did. It was a 3-phase project. And like I said, and this year we were able to go back into our church And it took the community, it took the interfaith community, it took the nonprofits unified, it took the leadership of our pastor, Reverend Dr. Evelina Huggins, and the Scotland community, and everyone coming together to say, we can do this and together. And that's why we created the Scotland Juneteenth Heritage Festival, is to educate and uplift and embrace the community and raise money and the funds for the church.
How did this come to the attention of President Clinton, the former President Clinton? How did he get engaged?
Because I called him up and I said, listen, sir, I need some help.
Right.
It was a lot of connections. I would like to thank Mr. Frake Islam. He is one of our advocates and supporters that helped put us in contact with President Clinton and bring awareness about Scotland Ammi Zion Church and the Scotland community. And those connections, like I said, it was a lot of advocating to get us where we are, and those were the connections that were made.
And your family is from the area. You know, we did, the Washington Informer Charities did our annual African American Heritage Tour to Montgomery County, and I'm thinking we came to the area.
Yes.
But, you know, a lot of folks don't know about the history of the Black community in Montgomery County. And so how many generations did your family go back?
I am 5th generation descendant. So my great grandfather, William Dove, was one of the first to purchase land in Montgomery County. Montgomery County, as we know, was once rooted in racism. And I can proudly say today that we've come a long way from that. We have county council members that have helped support not only the Scotland Ammi Zion Church and the Scotland community, but the other remaining Black communities throughout Montgomery County. There was once 80 historical Black communities in Montgomery County, and there's less than 10. So that's what brings us with the Scotland Juneteenth Heritage Festival. With the recipients, we always make sure we're giving back to the Black historical communities. Last year, we gave $5,000 to Emory Grove. This year, we have Agape AME Zion Church and the Sandy Springs Slave Museum. And that's the importance of making sure we educate and we unite and recognize and say, hey, I'm here. I hear your story. We're walking this path together. And that's why we have the festival and the community and my grandfather. And I always say he did the hard work. What we're doing is easy. He purchased the acreage for the 36 acres of land for $210, right, in 1880. This is 2025. So the work that we're doing here, this is light work. This is easy work. However, it is work that we must continue to do. It's important work.
Well, you know, we when you talk about Sandy Springs Slave Museum, that's one of the destinations that we visited while we were in Montgomery County. And I know that donation that you're going to give to them is desperately needed, but also will help to sustain them. And so I love the idea of what you all are doing. So tell us about the festival.
Well, we are the largest running festival in the DMV area, and we actually have expanded. So we start on June 14th, and we start with opening night. And this year, we're excited. We have Erica Campbell, and we have Howard University Gospel Choir that's going to be singing. And we also have Step Africa that's going to be attended as well.
Nice.
Yes. And then we have June 15th, and that is our interfaith brunch service. And we have the Scotland AME Zion Choir that's going to be singing. And then we have June 16th, and that is our Commander Chair Clinic. We have the Commander Force Squad that's going to be coming out. And then there is June 17th, and that's the basketball clinic. And I always say that's the legendary, my cousin himself, Eric Smith, that's going to be helping with that. And we have June 18th, which is the football clinic. And we have Joseph Hooks and Coach Joe R. from Churchill High School and the 480 Club that's going to be running and organizing that clinic. And then it all goes down on June 19th. And I get excited. I mean, I got chills up my body because I know how far we've come. I know where we're going. But on June 19th, the games begin at 8 o'clock in the morning. We start the day off with 5K and the family walk. And then you can walk your way up to the Cabin John Village. And at the Cabin John Village, we have the health and wellness. We have social action pavilion. But I'm really excited this year because we have CHOP champion Sammy Davis Jr. that's going to be a part of the Taste of Juneteenth at the Cabin John Village. And then you can walk your way on over to Scotland AME Zion Church, and we have Unity Through Community. We have the Montgomery County Black Historical Exhibition that's going to take place there, and that all of the Black communities are going to be recognized at Scotland AME Zion Church. And like I said, my job is to make sure that we remember. My job is to make sure that we educate. Juneteenth is a day, it's a celebration, yes, but we have a lot to recognize. What exactly are we celebrating? So that's the importance of that. And then you can head on over to the Cabin John Village, and we have the camel at the carnival, and there's possibly going to be a kangaroo. So you have to come and see and what's going to happen there. And at 2:00, the parade, the Juneteenth parade, is going to take place, and that's exciting. But we're going to close out the evening with the fireworks. We're going to make history again. We're going to illuminate the sky. We're going to shoot the fireworks, boom, 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 at 9:00 p.m. And it's a family event. We're going to tailgate. We have Ricky Platinum from 93.9. He's going to be DJing over in that area. Come on out. Come celebrate with us. But I will tell you, Miss Denise, today we have a special code for our listeners. If you go to juneteenth.org, and you can have a discount code, and it's Informer for tickets today. So all of our listeners today is a special dedication for the listeners today. Go to Eventbrite, go to juneteenth.org, and on Eventbrite, Informer, and you can put in that special code.
Oh, that's fantastic. You all have I mean, this has taken a lot. You didn't just throw this together. This is a great program. Now, I mean, have you done this every year on Juneteenth?
So this is our 3rd year having the festival, but okay. I will say it's been 5 years since we've been doing Juneteenth with Scotland. So before it became the festival, it started what we like to say at the land in Scotland. The HOA, the community would come out. So we've been doing this, but we started this before the flood. Once the flood came, we knew that we needed to make this broader, and we need to expand and say, roll up your sleeves. My God, we have work to do. We're going to serve with purpose and praise His holy name. He's never felt us yet. After all these years, God still heals, and here we are.
And is there any connection, I'm curious, between, let's say, the Juneteenth holiday itself,
yes,
and the church or the community? I mean, I'm wondering if there are dates that sort of coincide.
So June 19th is the day that we're celebrating, because as we know that we have our 250,000 kings and queens that were freed on this day. So we want to make sure we educate and take recognition to that. And I always say, each one, reach someone, teach one. If we don't tell our children our history, then who will? And we have a responsibility to do that. And so that's why Unity Through Community inside the Scotland AME Zion Church, we have that educational portion that's shared there about Juneteenth, recognizing and why we celebrate this holiday. And as you know, we have some that's trying to wipe away this holiday and wipe away Black history. And we're standing on solid rock. I stand, all other ground is sinking sand. So I want to make sure that we're continuing to uphold that bloodstained banner, and we're going to do that.
So LaTisha, you are following in the footsteps of your ancestors, 5th generation.
Yes, ma'am.
And you sound like you got a lot of energy to keep this thing going for a while. But are there other families, or are there other the next generation? How are they participating in this?
Well, we like to hold everyone accountable. And let me first say, when I say we, I mean my sisters. They're not here with me right now, but I have 2 sisters who are rock stars. It's Teresa Gasaway-Gleaton and LaTisha Gasaway-Johnson, and we're all in this together. So we like to hold everyone accountable, and we'll call everyone up, the generations before us and the generations behind, and say, we have work to do. And it takes a village. It takes the sponsorships. I would like to mention the sponsorships. A few is Glenstone Museum, Montgomery Parks, Cabin John Village, Whiting Turner, Fort Bright Bank, and Minds of Motion Child Care at the community, Unity Through Community. And it just truly takes a village, but it takes my team. We spend hours and hours, a whole year of preparation for this week.
Well, I can tell, and yes. You've got a lot that's happening, and I'm just so glad that you were here to share this with us. It sounds, I mean, I'm excited. I'm ready to run up there now. I run to Montgomery County. I'm supposed to drive. But yeah, and I'd probably get there by the, by the 14th?
Yes, that's all right. We're here for it all. Listen, at the end of the day, there's something for everyone. There truly is something. And that's why we start on June 14th and we finish all the way on June 19th. There's something for everyone. And I don't want finances to ever be a reason to why someone can't participate. So we go onto the website. You can contact me if you need to reach me in any way. I want everyone to come out and see Erica Campbell. Everyone should come out and see Howard University. Everyone should come out and see Step Africa. This is our history. We are Black history, and that's the importance of it. I'm saying I need to help. I want everyone to come out to make sure we are on the right path. Please come and join us.
Wonderful. LaTisha Gasaway-Paul, president of the 2025 Scotland Juneteenth Heritage Festival. Thank you so very much for being with us and for this gracious invitation for all of us to come and join you June 14th through the 17th in Potomac, Maryland. And did we put a website up? I think we did. Yeah, we want to make sure we have the website.
June 14th through 17th, but on June 19th, it all goes down. Don't forget June 19th.
All right, yes. I forgot the date. Oh, already. Sorry about that.
It's all right. I'm here for it all. Thank you.
All right, LaTisha. Thank you so very much for being with us. Have a great weekend. All right. Where do you come to get all